The Legend of the Christmas Goat. Once upon a time, in a snowy village in Sweden, there was a little goat named Gustav. Gustav wasn't just any goat, he was special. Every year, when the first snowflakes began to fall, Gustav would grow a thick, fluffy coat of fur that sparkled like snow. All the children in the village loved him, and they believed he brought good luck and happiness during Christmas time. One chilly December morning, as the village prepared for Christmas, the children woke up to find Gustav missing. They searched everywhere, in the barns, the fields, and even by the frozen river, but Gustav was nowhere to be found. The village felt sad without their beloved Christmas goat. Little Anna, who loved Gustav the most, decided she would find him. She put on her warmest coat, her woolly hat, and her red mittens. She took a lantern and set off into the snowy forest. The trees were tall and covered in snow, and the path was slippery. But Anna was brave and determined. As she walked deeper into the forest, she heard a faint sound. It was a soft bleating noise like a goat in distress. "Gustav!" Anna called out. She followed the sound until she came to a clearing. There, under a big pine tree, was Gustav. He was stuck in a patch of thorny bushes, and his sparkling fur was tangled. Anna rushed to Gustav's side. "Don't worry, Gustav. I'll get you out of here," she said softly. She carefully untangled his fur and helped him stand up. Gustav nuzzled Anna's hand gratefully. She could tell he was happy to see her. But as they turned to leave, they heard a rustling sound. From behind the trees appeared a tall, gentle-looking woman. She wore a cloak made of leaves and had a crown of holly on her head. It was the Forest Queen, a magical being who protected the forest and all the creatures within it. "Thank you for helping Gustav," the Forest Queen said kindly. "He is very important, especially during Christmas. He spreads joy and good fortune to everyone in the village." Anna curtsied politely. "I'm glad I found him. The village would be very sad without him." The Forest Queen smiled and waved her hand. Suddenly, the thorny bushes disappeared, and a path of twinkling lights appeared, leading Anna and Gustav back to the village. "Follow the lights and you will be home soon," she said. Anna and Gustav walked along the sparkling path. As they reached the edge of the forest, the twinkling lights faded away. They could see the village lights in the distance, glowing warmly against the snow. The villagers were overjoyed to see Anna and Gustav return. They cheered and clapped, and everyone gathered around to hear Anna's story. That Christmas, the village celebrated with more joy than ever before. They decorated a big tree in the village square, and at the top, they placed a star that shone as brightly as the twinkling lights in the forest. Gustav stood proudly beside the tree, his fur sparkling, and the children danced around him, laughing and singing. From that day on, the villagers knew that as long as they had their Christmas goat, they would always have happiness and good fortune. And every year, Anna would visit the forest to thank the Forest Queen for her kindness. Days went by, and the village buzzed with excitement as Christmas drew closer. The houses were adorned with twinkling lights, and the sweet smell of freshly baked gingerbread filled the air. The villagers busied themselves with preparations, making sure everything was perfect for the festive season. But amid the hustle and bustle, Gustav remained the center of attention, bringing joy to everyone who saw him. Anna and her friends decided to make a special gift for Gustav. They gathered colorful ribbons, shiny bells, and soft wool. They worked together, crafting a beautiful collar that they could tie around Gustav's neck. "Gustav will look even more magical with this," said Anna, smiling at her friends. On Christmas Eve, the village square was a scene of pure magic. Snowflakes danced in the air, reflecting the light of the lanterns hung around the square. The villagers gathered around the grand Christmas tree, each holding a candle. The air was filled with the sound of carols and laughter. Anna and her friends stood near the tree, holding their special gift for Gustav. When the moment came, Anna approached Gustav with the collar in her hands. "Merry Christmas, Gustav," she whispered, fastening the collar around his neck. The bells jingled softly, and the ribbons fluttered in the breeze. Gustav's eyes sparkled with happiness as he nuzzled Anna's cheek. The Forest Queen's magic seemed to linger in the air, making the night even more enchanting. As the villagers sang carols and shared stories, they felt a deep sense of togetherness. They knew that their Christmas goat had brought them more than just luck and happiness. He had brought them closer to each other. After the festivities, Anna and her family returned home, their hearts full of joy. Anna's mother tucked her into bed and kissed her forehead. "You were very brave to go into the forest and find Gustav," she said. "You reminded us all of the true spirit of Christmas." Anna smiled sleepily. "I love Gustav, and I wanted to make sure he was safe," she replied. As Anna drifted off to sleep, she dreamed of the magical forest and the kind forest queen. In her dream, she saw Gustav frolicking in the snow, his fur sparkling like stars. The dream filled her with a warm and comforting feeling, knowing that her bravery and kindness had made a difference. The next morning, Christmas Day, the village was blanketed in a soft layer of fresh snow. The children woke up early, eager to see what Santa Claus had left for them. They found presents under the tree, stockings filled with treats, and the scent of Christmas breakfast wafting through the house. Anna ran outside to check on Gustav. She found him in the barn, munching on some hay. His new collar glinted in the morning light, and he looked as happy as ever. "Merry Christmas, Gustav!" Anna exclaimed, giving him a big hug. The villagers gathered in the square once again to celebrate Christmas Day. They exchanged gifts, shared delicious food, and enjoyed the company of their loved ones. Gustav, with his sparkling fur and jingling bells, was the star of the day. The children took turns petting him and feeding him treats. As the day went on, Anna thought about the Forest Queen and her promise to visit the forest every year. She knew that the Forest Queen's magic was a reminder of the importance of kindness, bravery, and gratitude. It was a lesson that would stay with her forever. That evening, as the sun set and the sky turned a deep shade of blue, the villagers gathered around the Christmas tree once more. They lit candles and sang a final carol, their voices rising into the starry night. Gustav stood beside the tree, his presence a symbol of the magic and love that filled the village. And so, the legend of the Christmas goat lived on, passed down from generation to generation. Every Christmas, the villagers would tell the story of brave little Anna and the magical goat who brought joy and good fortune to their village. And every year, they would remember the true spirit of Christmas, the spirit of giving, kindness, and the magic that comes from the heart. The moral of the story: we learn from this story that kindness and bravery are very important. When we help others, like Anna helped Gustav, we can bring happiness to everyone around us. It's also important to be grateful for the magic and beauty in the world, just like Anna thanked the Forest Queen. Together, we can make our world a brighter and happier place.